Ian Paisley.
Thank you very much, Mr Deputy Speaker. On the 13th of November, I had the honour of meeting Ver Efrat and her daughter Adi Efrat, a mother and daughter kidnapped by Hamas on the 7th of October. They were rescued, thankfully, by brave IDF soldiers. For the last number of weeks, I've stood in Parliament Square holding posters containing the names of people like Zaki Abraham, Rafi Gaval, Imber Halman and others who are kidnapped. Just not Israelis, but people from around the world who remain kidnapped today by Hamas, tortured today by Hamas and its instigator, Muslim Brotherhood. All of this is a consequence. The awful war that we're witnessing in Gaza is a consequence also. It's a consequence of the unjustifiable attack upon Israelis and Jewish people on the 7th of October. An attack that the Right Honourable Member who has just spoken quite rightly identified is not even mentioned in the motion that we are being asked to vote upon today. We're not being asked to vote for the comments from the member for Argyll and Bute, no matter how sincere or mealy-mouthed they may have been. We are being asked to vote for a motion that does not contain any word about the rape of the woman, the murder of the children, the unjustifiable attack. It's as if, Mr Deputy Speaker, it didn't happen. It's as if it was invisible. It's as if, like other people in the 20th century, denied things that happened to Israel and to Jewish people. That's essentially what we're seeing tonight, the denial of an attack on Israel. The tragedy, yes, it is utterly vile that it did not appear. Yes, of course I'll give way.
Very grateful to him for giving. I'm sorry, did he say he was giving way to a different honourable member? No. Okay, I'm very grateful for him giving way, and I think that we've all heard much today about what various motions contain and don't contain. Let's focus on the situation and what we all agree on. We all in this House, as he well knows, condemn the despicable behaviour of Hamas. We all call for the release of the hostages. Their poor families must be in absolutely terrible situations. We all want people to stop being killed, women and children particularly. But I say to the honourable gentleman that the remarks he just made, where he was conflating things which should never be conflated, do not show this House in the best way. We're all entitled to our views, but on this particular subject, we need to treat this seriously and with the dignity and respect it deserves. And I'm sorry to tell the honourable gentleman he did not do that.
Well, I am sorry that the honourable lady's motion, which she is asking me and members to vote on tonight, does not contain a single word about the 7th of October. It is a denial and it is invisible because it's as if it didn't happen. That is what we're being asked to vote on tonight by them. The tragedy of the thousands of Palestinian civilians and casualties in Gaza is the moral responsibility of Hamas, just as the Israeli casualties are the moral responsibility and actual responsibility of Hamas, who have deliberately and cynically initiated a high-intensity conflict in one of the most densely populated areas on earth, specifically to maximise civilian deaths and to turn global opinion against Israel. Today, Israel faces attacks on 8 fronts: on Gaza, Iraq, Lebanon, Syria, the West Bank, Yemen and Iran. And the member who spoke on behalf of the SNP today wants us to open up another front. That's the parliamentary front against Israel, and wants us to oppose them from this place. They fear to recognise that this House can be pro-peace, pro a ceasefire, but also recognise Israel's right to exist. And it's a shame that the SNP could not do that tonight.
Rob Roberts.
Thank you, Mr Deputy Speaker. Thank you very much. I hope you can direct me. I've just been called anti-Semite by the honourable member from the north of Ireland. I think it's an absolute disgrace that is where he is bringing this debate to today, Mr Speaker.
Hear, hear.
Mr Speaker has pointed out time and time again that we must use temperate language, particularly in debates which are very heated. And so I would ask members to be very careful. I didn't hear what was said, but I must reinforce, please use temperate language, whether you're on your feet or whether you're sitting down yelling something. I prefer you not to yell anything, but please use temperate language.